it out of range of my puck. And
Oh,
I get to hear what happens.
lucky.
Uh-huh.
Well, and she made that happen. She's the one that purchased that puck.
Just so she could listen.
Yep. From here out is her stuff.
Mm.
From that cable.
Well, I was trying to listen to YouTube while he was doing this, and there was that.
Oh, the delay is too much.
And I couldn't. Oh, my brain is twisting inside out.
Nope, we're not going to ask Quinn. We're just going to ask him about that. I was over there not hearing everything, and it was, I think, another iteration of
Law of attraction.
Law of attraction.
Yeah.
I think you're better at law of attraction than I am.
I seem to get it often, I guess, when I'm with you. Thank you. Yeah, it was interesting. I guess she was like tailing off of the person you were talking to, right?
They were together.
Oh, okay.
They were part of a group together, and she was sitting back there while he was talking. She was nodding like she was in church.
Yeah. It was.
I was waiting for amen.
Yeah, hallelujah. I got here like in the middle of your guys' conversation, so I didn't hear exactly what he said, but she started off just by saying she agreed with, I guess, Zach. I think Zach was his name. Yeah. Yeah, and it was interesting. I mean, she seemed pretty committed to the idea that someone could have a perspective that was completely different than our shared reality, and because they're having that perspective, that makes it true. And
did she tic-tac?
I did.
You did tic-tac.
I did tic-tac with batteries. And she agreed. She agreed that I got her to admit that if I said that 10 was an odd number, she said that this is where we differentiated. So let's say I said it was odd. Let's say you said it was even. We take it out. It's even. You're right. Can we both be right? And eventually, after all this deliberation of like, odd could mean just weird. She brought up like, odd has many meanings. Blah blah blah. We got to
equivocation on what odd means.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
If we agree what odd and even mean, can we agree that one of us is right? And she said yes, but then she said something like, but so then I said, okay, so you would feel comfortable calling me wrong in this situation? And she said, no, I would never call anybody wrong. So we just kind of harped on that for I think half of the conversation.
Okay.
Yeah. It was interesting. I don't know. It was interesting. They were all like trying to promote something, and I think the thing that she was promoting had to do with her like sort of new age like law of attraction idea. I didn't quite catch what it was, but
I think she was saying she was a life coach or one of those terms.
Yeah. She probably has some of those same ideas in her life coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was Zach like? Was it kind of similar, or?
It was similar, and it seemed to be a little more with him. Odd even didn't seem to be an issue. If I'm remembering the correct conversation, I think it was he was agreeing on objective reality, and and that the odd and the even and the right and the wrong, and he wasn't having a hard time saying that somebody could be wrong about a thing. So that was better. Yeah. And another place where we got hung up, or like where I decided to end it, was essentially like, let's say, because she's making this similar thing that like, when you pray to God, he doesn't always answer the way you want him to answer, but he does bless you in some sort of mysterious way. And she was making the same claim about the law of attraction, and that like, if you wish for something, it'll come in some form, And so I think some questions in the chat led me to ask, like, let's say that I'm like, hypothetically, there's some 20-year-old kid who wanted $1 million. Yeah.
And he died before he ever got that. And she said, okay, well, let's say he only has $300,000.
Well, he's only ever touched $300,000. He didn't retain it.
Yeah. That was my claim. Like, because we got into about me, and I was thinking, like, how much money have I made whereabouts?
Sure.
Probably somewhere between $200,000 and $300,000 since I started working. Okay. And she said, oh, well, 300,000 is, it really is $1 million if you flip it the right way, or if you invest it or something like that.
Right. You can convert it.
Yeah.
Sure.
And so I was saying,
And
like,
with the right investments, yeah.
so 300,000 is a potential million, but
Yeah.
it's not a million. And she was like,
Right.
she just couldn't get past that. No, it is 300,000 is a million if you just have a certain perspective, you know.
Yeah.
If you have the perspective that you can flip that 300,000 and get a million. And there's probably some ways I could have challenged that, but I didn't really know how at the moment.
Right.
So I just
well, no,
stopped.
I think you did really well. There was a little talk in the chat. I don't know if you saw it, about ending it at a slightly prior step than where you did, and you took it further. And I'm going to take her laughing and joy and expression as you did great with not ending it right then.
Right. Yeah.
And you'd have done fine ending it prior.
Uh-huh.
There was a high note, and you had at least another high note. Wow, there's a big lizard.
Whoa. Is that a Komodo dragon?
I don't know.
That thing's crazy. I hope chat saw it.
Yeah, maybe.
That looks like Reptar.
That it's about 1.33 meters long, and I'm gonna guess mass is a good 10 or 15 kilos. That's a huge lizard.
Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yes, Senator Kiwi says the lizard is also a high note.
Yes. Lizards. Free water.
Yep. As Renaissance Ray says, she got a little intense on her beliefs at the end and started doubling down on her ideas without thinking about the questions you were posing. Yeah.
What was the statement there?
Renaissance says she got a little intense on her beliefs at the end and started doubling down on her ideas without thinking about the questions you were asking.
Oh yeah.
That's just a comment right now.
Yeah. One thing I noticed was, like, she said 90%, and then without me having to like probe on why it wasn't 100, she was like, and I only say not 100 because your wishes don't always come at the exact time that you want.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to go to 100%. So like she sort of, she noticed that she had some doubt, I felt like, and then felt uncomfortable with that. So she just wanted to, that's what it felt like. Maybe, I don't know, maybe she really is 100%, but it was an interesting one. Law of attraction is a weird one because she thinks that you have to act on your thoughts in order to manifest them. And a lot of people don't. I think her idea of it is more realistic.
Yeah.
But I still think that all she's talking about is willpower, you know, at the end of the day.
I think so. So my last interview that was just sitting there.
Oh yeah, I missed it.
For the name.
It was this one. There's a Runyon Kid Canyon
That
Dragon.
is, show it to him. I think that is, in fact, the one that I just saw.
Wow.
That is a heck of a that is, wow. My goodness.
So it's a Komodo dragon? Is that like a baby one or something?
It's a little yellow dragon.
So the guest that was just here was Jarek. On the subject of vegetarianism.
I don't know.
Soteriasis. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a heck of a.
So he was a vegetarian?
He was a vegetarian. And he was first convinced to be a vegetarian in December of 2013, which actually he gave me, I think it was the 13th of December of 2013.
Wow, 12, 13, 13.
Yeah. That didn't seem to be the issue. It was, he saw a documentary in school, which included factory farms.
Yeah.
And he shifted to being vegetarian at that point, and he has had lots of reinforcing reasons to think so since, and lost a lot of weight, and has had good health benefits from it. And his reason for being 100% was because he thinks it's bad to doubt himself.
Yeah, that's interesting. So did you challenge that notion?
I did, gently.
Yeah.
And so I went for examples of, like, could you have trust in person and then find out that maybe you should reconsider, maybe you should doubt them, or maybe you should just even check out whether you should doubt them.
Right.
The example I gave was, you got a teacher, a favorite teacher, and then over the summer they don't show up, and over the summer they got disgracedly fired because they cheated on something and they whatever. Should you then doubt the things they taught you?
Yeah.
And it's conditional.
Right.
Maybe not, but kind of like check out those things, see if they still are correct.
What was his response?
Yeah, he found a situation where he could doubt other people. So
Okay.
that wasn't part of his claim. He didn't say you should never doubt somebody else. He says you should never doubt yourself.
Right.
And we went down there, and he was kind of no.
Yeah.
He had a lot of resistance toward accepting that there could be reasons to doubt self.
Right. Huh.
And but he did say, well, yeah, people could be wrong, and if you're wrong and you learn a new thing and you change your mind, then that's not doubting, that's learning.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
somebody
people...
asked, when you changed to vegetarian, did you second guess yourself in 2013?
Right.
And his like, no, I just learned new information.
Yeah,
that wasn't doubting.
It's where I've been thinking about that. Like a lot of people, they're willing to sort of learned to be a vegetarian. Like he just switched it to positive language. It seems like. But yeah, people seem much more comfortable to maybe go to backtrack or change their mind if they can present the illusion, I would say, that they've been right the whole time. Yeah, it's interesting stuff.
Yeah, my bias is that I really hope he will consider his position on doubt and potentially adjust it. That would be cool.
Yeah,
I don't care that he adjusts his diet. I think his diet's probably great.
Yeah.
No confusion about his diet. Hello, puppy. Oh, that's a pretty puppy.
Is that yours? Would you like a free water?
She was thinking about making a claim earlier.
Okay.
Oh,
would you like to have a conversation?
we're just talking to each other, waiting for someone to interview.